What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You got your boy Gary B. Welcome to this grand finale. Hey, this is season one's final show. Hey, it's been great. I've been doing this since May and I've been loving it. My audience is getting bigger. People are talking about me. People are spreading the word. And I want to thank y'all all for that. Because if it wasn't for y'all, the listeners who've been doing this, rocking with me since day one, hey, thank y'all. But yeah, this is the end of season one. Season two will be back September 4th. But I'm gonna have some bonus information in the middle for y'all, so I ain't gonna just leave y'all hanging. It just won't be full shows. It's just gonna be a little bit of tidbit of information what might be going on during them times. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna take a break. And but I want y'all to keep hanging in there with me now. Go back, listen to some of the old shows. Tell your friends about the old shows. And let's go to another level with this, all right? I love y'all, and I'll see you in a minute. Peace. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my show, Mentally Financial. On my show, I talk about ways to deal with financial stress. I do this every Sunday night at 9 p.m. So come on in, kick back, and just relax. Take a deep breath and let go of all of your financial stress. I want you to chill with me, Gary B. I'll be right back. All right, Credit Fam, let's jump on into this thing. Hey, once again, I want to say welcome back. I want to say thank you. This is your boy, Gary B. Today, we're going to talk about 7 ways that can help you deal with this financial stress, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to talk about this economy we in. Right now, we knew that all this pandemic, this monkeypox, and all this going on, it's creating a financial challenge for a lot of people. And I know that's crazy, but you may not have been affected directly, with this disruption. But hey, there's people out there that we know that might be dealing with this. All right, so them people that might need a little bit of help also. So considering the current unemployment situation, the shutdowns, and uncertain economy, it's understandable that you may be feeling financially stressed. All right, about your finances. It may also be causing you to lose sleep and things of that nature. So I'm going to talk about 7 ways that can help you manage your financial stress during these trying times, all right? You want to get right into it? Let's get right into it. Okay, number 1, prioritize what you can control. You know that there's a lot of stressors out there that you have no control over. And I know you're not crazy, and I know you're not dumb. We all know that there's some things we just cannot control. But there are a few things that you can control. So I don't want you to dwell on the things that you can't. Let's focus on the things that we can control, okay? And that way we can kind of take the frustration out of the stress level that we may have, all right? So things that we can improve, your situation. Let's think about it a little bit. Simple things like probably changing your food budget. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if it's just you are an individual, you have a partner, you have a family, but look at the food budget. You know what I'm saying? Kids are getting ready to go back to school, or some are already back in school right now. So you ain't got to worry about that lunch no more. You know what I'm saying? Whereas during the summer, you had to worry about breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, hey, they're back in school. They're eating that lunch at school, so they're being taken care of. So now let's cut back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So this is the perfect time to try to get them extra dollars that we can use, because now we ain't got to feed nobody from lunch unless you're working home from lunch. But hey, there's still ways to be very resourceful even if you're working from home, okay? Ramen noodles. It's cereal. It's a lot of ways and a lot of things you can buy that are really reasonably priced that you can control. You know what I'm saying? Or you can buy if you are working from home, or even if you are working from somewhere else. Take those items with you, to lunch, so you don't have to spend that $5 or $10 you, your partner, or the family every day. You know what I'm saying? So trim it that way. And it might not just be food. It might be other things. You know what I'm saying? Your gas bill, meaning the car. Wash the car yourself. Don't always take it to the car wash or whatever. It's just little things that that you can control. So look at your budget that we always talked about all season. We talked about it all season. watch your budget. So now is the time to sit down and really look at it and see where all that money was going. Then that's when you can start, putting things together. All right, number two, find ways to earn extra money. We all can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't only cut your budget so far. So you have to find a way that you can be careful when it becomes a tight budget. You know what I'm saying? And your sources are very limited. That can add additional stress. So for other ease of financial attention, and you just take the steps to increase your income. Either invest in yourself or try to take a little bit of money and possibly invest in the market or real estate or whatever it could be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you get a small team together and y'all pull y'all resources together when it comes to investing things, do it. I always say invest in yourself. Use the knowledge and the skills you already have so you keep the money in-house. So invest in something that you think you're super interested in. You know what I'm saying? Do a podcast like I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Do a YouTube podcast if you like video. Do a traveling. You like to travel, you like to get out and help other people. Talk about it. It's a lot of ways. Sell the stuff that's in your garage. Sell the stuff that's in your your closet that you're not using no more. Those are ways that we can start earning that little extra income. And you also might want to talk to your boss and say, hey boss, things are tight. Is there any extra work I can do? Can I get a raise? You know what I'm saying? You have to talk. Remember, a closed mouth don't get fed. So with all that being said, we have to look at what's going on right now for ourselves. So I know it may seem difficult to increase your income in this current economy, but believe me, it can happen. You can do it. So the simplest way to earn more money, to work a few extra hours a week, like I said, your employer might have something that you didn't even know about. Okay, so definitely look at that kind of stuff. You can also look at ways that the kids. I always say get the family involved. If you have kids, let the kids go out and do newspaper jobs. Or I don't know. We still have those no more with this new technology. We may not even have the newspaper board no more. But it's things out there that we know that we can if we just sat back and thought about it, we could do it. You know what I'm saying? The grocery store. Can the kids go work at the grocery store? Can your partner or your wife or whatever, pick up a few extra hours or create something? You know what I'm saying? You have to do it as a family. But if you're by yourself, look at what you're doing and try to change those little bit of habits. And that can get you to that next point. Okay, I'm for real. You can do it. So you just have to find that way to make it happen. Number three, pay the essential bills. Okay? I want you to pay all your bills. Now, listen to what I'm saying now. I want you to pay all of your bills. And I want you to pay all of your bills on time. Because that, keeps that level of stress down also. Now, I've always been telling people, stop chasing a credit score. Because the credit score gonna always be there. If you start paying the bills on time, you keep stuff out of collections, you don't make any false payments or lost payments or whatever, you won't fall behind. Okay? And I understand everybody can't always pay the full amount every time. Things happen. So if you're worried about being able to pay all your bills, prioritize essential bills first. Sorting out through the bills and prioritizing those severe ones as possible. So that's why when you're looking at your budget, once again, you're going to always keep hearing us harp on that budget. When you look at that budget, you can see, hey, the light bill is the most, or the gas bill is the most, meaning in the house. The water bill is super high, or the credit card bill is super high, whatever it might be. Y'all have to eliminate some of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can control your light bill. Hey kids, hey wife, hey partner, hey whatever. Let's not use all these lights. You know what I'm saying? The water. Hey, We need to cut down on bad. Not saying don't take baths, but we need to cut down on them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, in the gas, why are we using so much gas in the house? So a lot of things you can control it once again. So with that being said, by knowing beforehand which bills you want to pay first, you won't be scrambling at the end to try to put all this together, okay? Because I don't want you to get blindsided later. So y'all sit down as a family, as two partners, or as a husband and a wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, or yourself. Look at your budget and start trimming. Start getting things in perspective. Look at that list and say, okay, we need to pay these down. And if you can't pay them all off, I recommend you pay something. Let these companies know, call them, let them know. Pay something. Don't just let it slide to the next month. Even if you can pay $5 on it, $10 on it, $20 on it, pay something so at least in their mind, they know that you're trying to pay something. Okay, y'all? So the thing about it, I'm just trying to find ways to help you come out of this, this financial anxiety and start sleeping better. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve a better life. Just because finances have gotten kind of bad for a second does not mean that you can't keep living life. I just want you to live life to the fullest and have fun with it, okay? So don't let the bills control your life. You look at your budget, figure out what you need, don't need, trim it, add to, remove from if you have to, okay? Number 4, save money if you can. I was looking at a budget yesterday. I was putting together my budget training again, and I looked at my income, and then I just said, well, let me play around with it, for giggles. And I put in a lower income, with the same bills that I had. And I'm like, wow, people got it hard. People got it hard that make less than me. You know what I'm saying? And I want them same people to live just as good or better than me. So when I was playing with that budget, calculator, I was like, man, we got to really find a way to make this work. So if you can save money, that will be really, really good. I'm telling you. Try to stick to a consistent saving plan, okay? Because if you don't follow the plan you already got, try to implement one. I'm telling you, it works. And like we will always tell you, and any professional will tell you, 10% of your salary, of your income, if you can put that into savings and don't touch it, it adds up. I'm telling you, it really does add up. Because having a savings plan that you can follow is one of the one of the biggest things you can control. Okay, because you don't have to touch it. You touch it because you want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Because the act of saving will give you a sense of accomplishment that can also reduce, your anxiety or your frustration. You know what I'm saying? Because you can look over there, glance over there every now and then, like, wow, I'm at $1,000. Wow, I'm at $5,000 now. It makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you're doing something, you're accomplishing something. Okay. And it also, gets you to that point where you say, hey, I know that if something happens, hey, I do have, something to fall back on if something else gets bad. You know what I'm saying? So debt management is a very, very important tool to learn. Debt management. Because, there's good debt and there's bad debt. But right now we're talking about that bad debt that's keeping you frustrated. So with that, we got to get you straight. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that stress, that anxiety off of you. So yes, save some money if you can, okay? And that's all we're saying. A couple of dollars. If you can do the 10% of your income, great. But if you can't, save something. And don't touch it. Don't pay attention to it. Just let it sit there and ride. I'm telling you, it adds up. I've been there. I know. All right. Number 5, track your money saving progress. That's what we just talked about. I segued right into it and then really, think about what I did. That's why I'm saying when you look at your budget every month, I teach people to create a budget for expenses and a spending budget that includes savings. So if you would like to get a copy of what I'm talking about, or if you want me to show you how to do it, call me. Like I said, you can call me. You can visit my website. All the information is in the show notes. You know what I'm saying? The way I do this budget, it is really, really, really easy for you to keep track of it and control the things that you're doing, because that way if you don't lie to yourself and you put your income in there and you put your true expenses in there, you will know if you living beyond your means. I'm here to educate you to live below your means and still live life and have fun living life. That's what I'm here to try to do. So by tracking your money saving progress, like I said, it's going to make you do cartwheels. It's going to make you do flips. Because you're going to be like, wow, I did not know I could do this. I did not know it was even possible. And that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think when you make a budget, you're supposed to stop living. No, a budget is not for you to stop living. A budget is just for you to control what's going on right now. I don't care if you're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a budget. And you're going to always hear professionals say that too. The Walmarts, you know what I'm saying? The billionaires, the millionaires, all of us have budgets. The companies and the individuals. Because even millionaires and billionaires need to know where their money is going. So what makes you different than them? And they got billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at it like they look at it. My money is my money. I want to know where it's going, what I'm doing with it. So tracking it, and like I said, it makes you feel good every month when you look over there and glance and see a progression, you know. So I want to show y'all my budget. I'm telling you, it's really, really simple. Everything adds up itself. You know, you ain't got to do no math. All you got to do is plug in the numbers and it does the math for you. It's that simple. And like I said, it's free. I will send it to you for free. I will show you how to build it for free. You know what I'm saying? How to put it all together for free. No big deal. And number 6, talk to your lenders. Come on, y'all. Y'all have to understand you wasn't ashamed to talk to them when you went to go get that credit card or went to go buy that house or the store card or whatever it was that you went to somebody to get. You wasn't ashamed to do it then. So now why are you ashamed to talk to them? Because you're having some financial stress or some financial issues. Everybody has, stress sometimes. Everybody has debts at time, and everybody cannot pay their bills on time all the time. But debt can be both a financial and mental burden. You know what I'm saying? But before you let the debt stress you out, talk to them. Talk to the lenders. You know what I'm saying? You need to be talking to your people anyway. These are the people that you're doing business with. You need to know somebody at that organization. You know what I'm saying? That you can talk to and tell them what's going on. Because remember, they don't know your personal situation. They don't know what's happening. So for them to be in the loop with you, you have to talk with them. Don't be ashamed of what you're dealing with. We all deal with it. You're not by yourself, y'all. Always remember that the lender is often open to discussions with your issues to try to find a shorter term solution. Most of them want their money, so they're willing to work with you. I'm guaranteeing you, they'll rather get something from you than nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So, because if they get nothing at all, now they got to write it off, or they got to take a loss, or they got to send your stuff up to the credit bureau. All of that. It's just a hassle. So, you call, Chase Mortgage, whatever. Hey, I just lost my job. I don't have a lot, but can I send you what I can this month? Because I don't want to fall behind. I'm trying my best to get another job. I'm trying to do what I can. Can I please, if you can't help me, can you put me in a position to talk to somebody that can possibly help me and understand what I'm dealing with? Most businesses are understanding to a certain extent because they're humans too. They have the same problems and issues that we have as everyday people that don't own this business. So don't let that hold you back, okay? Talk to your lenders. Get to know the people you're getting these items from. All right? And last but not least, number 7, talk to professionals. Okay? I'm not saying don't talk to your friend on the corner that might have been through the same situation and they can tell you what they did to get out of it. But you know that old saying that, hey, getting advice from a person who don't know nothing about money, you a fool? Yes, you a fool if you're going to try to get some information from somebody who don't know how to handle money themselves. Talk to somebody that's a professional. Now, let me explain what I am compared to a financial advisor. A lot of people get me confused with a financial advisor. I am a financial educator. I teach you about financial things, your budgeting, your spending plan, credit, school scholarships and student loans. I teach you how to manage your money. A financial advisor helps you either consolidate your bills, helps you either, set up plans for CDs and talk about investments. They have a license to do it. I'm not licensed to give financial advice. That's why I teach the basics of personal finance. You don't need a license to teach basic personal finance. I would never claim to be a financial advisor because that ain't what I wanted to do, and I didn't go to school to do that. I went to school to learn how to be a financial coach, a financial educator, teaching you the basics of your money so when you do talk to my counterpart, that financial advisor, you know what direction you want to go into, you know how much money you got sitting in the bank, you know how much you got in savings. So when you start talking to them, they can tell you where to go and what to do with your money the right way. That's the difference between what I do and what a financial advisor does, okay? Remember, I went to school to teach you the basics of personal finance, the simple things to keep you straight, give you that financial literacy. That's what I teach, financial literacy. A financial advisor talks about CDs, talks about investments, talk about retirement, 401ks, IRAs, things of that nature. Now, do I know that kind of stuff? Have I studied that kind of stuff? Yes, but that's not my lane. I don't specialize in that. I specialize in personal finance from the basic level. Okay, so can you call me and ask me for some advice? Yeah, I can tell you something, but I'm not going to tell you, hey, go get this CD or get into that 401 plan or get into that IRA. I will send you to a financial advisor, a professional that does that for a living every day before I sit here and make a fool out of myself or you. Okay? I talk to a financial advisor and I'm a financial coach. So if I do it, you need to do it too. You know what I'm saying? So we both and all of us can be on the same playing field. Okay? I'm not trying to be that fake person trying to live a life that ain't mine. It ain't my life. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, and this is what I do, okay? So with that being said, I want everybody to understand that these are trying times, everybody. These times are not easy. We need a plan. And stop using social media so much and you still not understand what you're getting into. Use social media to get the information and then go talk to a professional about what you read or heard on social media, okay? We have to get away from thinking social media is 100% right. Social media is not 100% right because there's so many of us that go to different schools and we learn different things. We don't all talk about the same thing. So find somebody you feel comfortable with that you can talk to about your finances, that know about your finances, and then run from there, okay? So, hey, with all that being said, like I said, you know me, I'm your boy Gary B. I had a wonderful time this season. Hey, the things we talked about in today's show, we talked about 7 ways to manage financial stress during trying times. Number 1, prioritize what you can control. 2, find ways to earn more money. 3, pay essential bills. 4, save money if you can. 5, track your money saving progress. 6, talk to your lenders. 7, talk to a professional. Okay? Hey, I'm your boy Gary B. I want to say thank you. I want to say I love you. Keep supporting me. I'm coming back. I'll be back September 4th with a new season. You know what I'm saying? So, during these couple of weeks that I'm off, I'm going to be going to some conferences. So if y'all going to be in Orlando, matter of fact, Orlando was September 7th through the 12th. I'll be in Orlando, Florida of this year at a conference, the FinCon 22. I'm going to learn more about this podcasting thing and more about personal finance so I can keep bringing y'all good information. So if y'all in Florida, come visit me. I'm going to be there for that week. You know what I'm saying? So come enjoy yourself with me. Let's talk a little bit. Let's get to know each other offline and see what we can do. But until next season, I will be bringing you some bonus shows, probably some stuff from the FinCon. You're going to get some information from me. I'm going to try to throw a couple of shows in there from the FinCon if I can. But other than that, I want to say I love you. I want to say I thank you for all the support. Please keep sharing. Please review my shows. The more you do that, the higher my rankings are, okay? But I'm not doing this for recognition. I'm doing this because I love you. And I'm doing this because it's therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? I still stress every now and then over finance. Not a lot, but I still stress. You see what I'm saying? But I work my ways. I work my budget. I do what I can. And I'm trying to do the same for you. So, hey, you got any notes for me? Drop them down in the comment box. Follow me on all your favorite podcast platforms. Tell your family about me. Tell your friends about me. Hey, and you know I love you. And until next season, always remember you're part of my credit fam. And I love you. And I'll talk with you in the next season. Y'all have a great one, y'all. Love you. Peace. I know you might be feeling suicidal. Your money problems may seem overwhelming and permanent right now. But with time, things will get better. Your outlook will change, especially if you get help. There are many people who want to support you during this difficult time. So please reach out. Dial 988 if you're feeling bad. This is Gary B. Peace.